You know, I was talking to Brad, the economist that's going to speak in a few minutes, and he said, why are you guys always talking about retail, right? You know what you said to me? What you should be talking about is how do you get that engineering firm up here? Because that engineering firm is going to bring the shoppers that will attract the retail. You know, it's like we're putting the cart before the horse, right? The people in this room have the ability to demand that in Lancaster, in Palmdale, and the entire Antelope Valley. And our children have a right to have the opportunity to have a great top 5% school in the nation that they can choose to go to. That doesn't mean there's not a lot of good schools that other kids whose parents do not want to commit to their education can go to. This idea that we have to have equality in every school is killing us. We're not going to have too many Bert Rutans come out of those schools if mediocrity is the norm. We have to fix that. And I think we all know that. But the amazing thing is, we all know that right here in the Antelope Valley, we have the ability to. We don't have to bring anything else in. We don't have to bring any more money in. We don't have to bring in one teacher. Those great teachers are already here. All we have to do is reallocate the resources and make that the absolute demand of what they have to produce. And when we do that, this valley is going to thrive in ways we have never dreamed of before. And it brings the jobs, the good jobs, the jobs where people can go to work, stay there their entire career, retire there, and feel like they've had a life that was worth living. But first we have to attract them. And we know, all the science tells us, it's one thing that attracts them. You know, we're doing really well for the economic downturn we're in. Palmdale is thriving in many ways. Lancaster is thriving in many ways. And in spite of us, in spite of ourselves, we're kind of doing it in a cooperative way. You know, we don't mean to be cooperating. We don't mean to be symbiotic, but we just are. You know, I really don't want to see another mall built. We got a mall. Why would I want that? You know, it makes no sense. We will live or die as a region, and we should continue to build this valley as a region. But what we really need to recognize is there is no governing structure for us as a region. In fact, you're it. You know, the Antelope Valley Board of Trade is really it. And it's not a governing board, it's just a group of people that want the Antelope Valley to thrive. That is something you all ought to start thinking about fixing if you really want this region to grow. We have to figure out what are regional issues that should be decided regionally, and what is the government structure we should have to do that. Because right now, our symbiosis should not be an accident. It should not be in spite of ourselves. It should not be a byproduct. It should be the goal. And I think that us as political leaders, we fail miserably because we're unable to accomplish that. It's not going to get accomplished until you folks say, you know, we're tired of you guys screwing around. You guys have got to start acting as the region you are and start taking care of us. And as soon as you start doing that, people will respond. Is it going to take some time? Certainly it's going to take some time. And the interesting thing I find about it is that me or the mayor of Palmdale aren't going to be here when it's done. I mean, it doesn't really even affect us, you know, because it takes 4 or 5 years for something like that to develop. You know, I'm 60 years old. I'm not going to do this much longer. I don't know how long he's going to do it, but I'm not going to do it much longer. It's for different people. It's for new leaders. But what we should be doing is laying the foundation for them to do it.